The Commitments is a 1987 novel by Irish writer Roddy Doyle, the first episode in the Barrytown trilogy. It tells the tale of a group of young people from the north side of Dublin as they begin a soul band. The novel was a huge success for Doyle, and in 1991 a film adaptation was made under the direction of Alan Parker.
Have you got soul? If so, the world's hardest working band is looking for you. Contact J Rabbit.
We're putting a band together.
Do you need a singer? Wise men say.
Who are your influences? Led Zeppelin, Sinead O'Connor, Barry Manilow.
Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell.
Wings. Well, what kind of music are we going to be playing, Jimmy? Soul. Soul? That's what you got to measure up to, lads.
Well, like, maybe we're a little white.
See if you could play before I pay for them. You're trying to tell me you played with B.B. King?
Martha Reeves, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding.
Lads, you're looking at the commitment.
Brilliant management, Brother Rabbit. Let's keep relations on a professional basis. How are we professional if we've never been paid?
It feels much better being an unemployed musician than an unemployed pipe fitter.
All you gotta do is try Squeeze up, you tease up, never leave up.
Yes, the commitments!
22 years later, the Commitments were back, and this time they were heading for the West End stage.
In an industrial estate on the north side of Dublin, they came for a chance to be West End stars. An open audition for the musical version of The Commitments.
I think it's great that they're doing it in Dublin, so it's real authentic, and just think that it's good to give us an opportunity first and foremost over, people in London or whatever.
The Commitments is just such a class film, so just definitely wanted to get involved, come down, see what the crack is, see if they like us.
You see, we saw a sign there for ballet, so we were lining up for that. And someone said, oh yeah, Commitments auditions. We were like, oh yeah, we'll do that instead,
For the director, it was important the auditions took place where the novel is based.
We absolutely don't want this to be a kind of whitewashed kind of West End version, musical version. It needs to be as honest and as true and as gritty as the film was and the original novel was.
In the waiting room, there were some last-minute rehearsals and some nerves. Among those with high hopes was Dave Lynch.
That's a dream for any of us here. Like, you come here, with nothing else in your head, and then you start thinking over what it's like to be there on the West End and what it's like to be doing these parts. It's everything.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
So, how did it go?
It was great. I'm pretty happy, so hopefully we'll see. I'm psyched.
So, is the next outspan or Imelda Quirk among these hopefuls? The auditions continue tomorrow. All going well, the show will be on in the West End in the autumn.
From thousands of hopefuls, the band was formed once more, and so became The Commitments, Take Two. From here we threw ourselves headfirst into the rehearsal process.
Yes,
I mean, it'd be nice.
Ah, the chicks.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, the brazzers, you know what I mean. The gay.
No, well, the odd ride would be all right, but wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. But Jimmy's asking if that's why we got the group together to get our hole.
No.
Why then? Look out there. Hull. North side Dublin. Now just want to end up like all those poor, suffering bastards out there. We just want to do something with yourselves.
Well,
you just want to be different. Isn't that it?
Sort of.
You just don't want to end up like me bleeding da. Am I right? You want to go out there and shout, I'm Outspan Foster. And I'm Derek
Scully!
And I'm not a tasser. That's why you're doing it. Aren't I right?
I think so.
Ah, of course I am. So, if you just want to be different, why are you doing bad versions of other people's poxy songs?
Well, what should we be doing then?
Well, it's not the other people's songs so much as the ones you do. What's that, by the way?
Me amp. Some of it, the only bit that works.
Have you got soul? If yes, the world's hardest working band is looking for you. Contact J Rabbit, 118 Chestnut Avenue, Dublin, 21. Rednecks and Southsiders need not apply.
What was your reluctance of having a stage adaptation?
When the film came out, in Ireland particularly where I live, it was a monster, you know. And I suppose I didn't want to be defined by it. And my knowledge of stage musicals was almost totally, what would you say, absent, completely absent. I knew nothing about stage musicals. I don't think I'd ever been to one.
The show is written by Doyle himself and packed with classic soul songs. But for the writer, cast and team, it was important that this production served more than great music.
I wanted songs that helped propel the story, that actually, you know, the band would go into a song in some shape and come out in a different shape, really, that the song would be part of the story, not just a, if you like, an interruption, that you'd have story song, story song, story song. I wanted the audience to witness the band getting better, you know, and becoming acquainted with their personalities as they played.
The one thing that we were all really excited about this, that the story, you actually care for the characters, and each character is very, very different. And I never think you can get that sort of label that are you the lead in the show, are you the principal, but there's like the band is one, and there's 10 members of the band, and each one is their own different character.
This latest version of the story of a group of Dubliners who form a soul band introduces an array of fresh talent, some not even born when the novel was published.
I think it's great. It would be untrue to the story if it was, you know, a whole bunch of like amazing big celebrity stars coming in like most musicals on the West End. Like, I think that having the sort of, this is our first experience, we have the excitement of what the band actually felt, like what was portrayed in the book and the movie.
I'm in a state of shock. That much from being dead.
Despite your reluctance, 20-something years down the line, are you glad you've done it?
Yeah, very much so. You know, I'm always anxious about, you know, things. I'm very, very anxious about whenever I've been involved in a live show or a play or whatever. I'm always anxious, want it to be as good as it possibly could be. So I never quite relax. But the experience of watching it happening and watching it getting just a little bit sharper every day, and the company of the people involved as well, it's been a wonderful experience.
Would you please put your working class hands together for the saviours of soul, the Commitments!
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
I'm looking forward to every single thing. The film of The Commitments is my favourite film of all time. I absolutely love the movie, so obviously all the music that's involved, I can't wait to hear it live on stage.
All you gotta do is try a little tenderness.
enjoyed it. Sort of rebel-rousing night, really. Irish soul, it's great.
This, for me, this is entertainment.
I thought it was fantastic. It had so much energy, so much life.
Full of energy from the first second to the last minute.
Fantastic. You couldn't stop in your seat. You wanted to get up and dance.
Absolutely fantastic. I had a really, really, really good time.
I've loved working on every second of this process, I have to say, and working with Roddy Doyle himself has been a dream. I think he's a fantastic writer, a brilliant collaborator. The most exciting thing, though, has been working with this incredible young cast.
Good music, good entertainment. It's funny,
and it's got a real raw energy. A lot of us are making our West End debuts, you know.